You don't want to have surprises, suddenly you realize ki, oh shit, the beam shouldn't be here. Or maybe it is, clashing with some HVC pipe. So what do I do? So now at site it becomes a bigger challenge to resolve, wasting your time and cost, for the client as well. So you want all of these things to be resolved. So Navis Works is that software. So you having an understanding of that is what makes you the differentiator. So if you know that, then I'm sure you will be very much valued, appreciated, and again, like I said, you will be paid very well for having that knowledge.
Hey design enthusiast, welcome back to Novatr. Today's episode is a continuation of the podcast where we have a brilliant architect, Anusha Reddy, in our studio. And I must tell you that this episode is nothing short of a tech-driven adventure. In the previous part, architect Anusha Reddy shared her unique journey of her passionate career of becoming a BIM architect. You can check that video later by visiting the link mentioned in the description below. In this part of the podcast, Anusha will peel back the layers of BIM, building information modeling. Anusha will unravel what BIM means to her, sharing how it influences her work, and will also introduce us the software marvels that brings designs to life in the universe of BIM. So grab your virtual hard hats on, folks. Watch the video till the end to feel amazed. Before moving forward, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to ring the bell icon to never miss an update from us. So let's dive in.
If I ask you what is the definition of BIM in under 1 minute, what would it be?
So BIM, like I said, is building information modeling. I think whatever I am saying to you, it's a conversation, right? But when you take this to a professional environment, there is a lot of data exchange, there is a lot of information exchange that happens. So keeping that at a core, the outputs that come very well is when you give good inputs.
Right.
So I think maintaining that exchange is kind of being lost for over the way things have been happening in this industry. And I think BIM is that basically to give you that step-by-step process to give like a checklist. Okay, this is stage 1, this is stage 2, this is something that happens in concept level, something that happens at a schematic design or shop drawings, construction drawings, what happens after construction. There's a lot of things that go into picture. So it's an ecosystem in itself. So if I have to give you like one sentence for BIM, I think it's more of a way it encourages professionals to collaborate and to achieve those deadlines and project completions within the time and making it very cost effective.
Okay.
Yeah, so time effective, cost effective, and making sure the sustainable goals are again achieved the way you do things.
Okay, that's great. So we also talked about, when we talked about upskilling, we also talked about softwares, right? There are a lot of softwares out there. So one of the messages that I just thought of is that someone asked me, okay, I'm a fresher and what are the softwares that I can start my career with as an architect? So what are those softwares?
Again, architecture itself is like very an umbrella term. Okay, BIM is a one way of executing things, implementing and executing things. So for BIM related softwares, if I have to say, definitely Revit, because I'm giving the impression that AutoCAD is now a default software that architects and engineers know. So definitely you start with Revit. And then Revit also has now some cloud collaborative softwares where, like I said, collaboration, right? When data exchange happens, since you and I are in the same space, I can just give you verbal information, right? Sometimes it could be documented information where I'm giving you in form of drawings, maybe Excel sheets or PDFs, whatever. But what happens when maybe you are somewhere away, maybe out of India, getting a project done, maybe let's say in Dubai, and I'm here in India and I'm working on that project. Then how do we coordinate and collaborate? So that's the reason why now BIM is integrated. Like recently it's been a while and it's been beautifully working out across the globe, is that they have cloud collaboration now. So now we have BIM 360 and ACC build. So this is again a part of Autodesk Software, and I'm sure there are multiple other cloud-based platforms which encourage collaboration across teams. And now there is Navisworks, which does help in clash coordination. So before going to the construction site, we want to know that it's a very clean and hygiene drawings or 3D models that are there, because at site you don't want to have surprises. Suddenly you realize oh shit, the beam shouldn't be here, or maybe it is clashing with some HVC pipe. So what do I do? So now at site it becomes a bigger challenge to resolve, wasting your time and cost for the client as well. So you want all of these things to be resolved. So Navisworks is that software which can primarily solve clash coordination.
And what do you think about the fact that if one wants to learn just one software, is that it, or do you suggest them to learn more than one software?
I think, like I said, BIM itself is like an ecosystem. They are very interdependent softwares. So imagine I'm just modeling my building in Revit, and then I'm just maybe sharing or trying to produce drawings out of it. But like I said, there is a lot of other post-production work also that happens, and there are multiple stages and multiple people coordinate. So I would say learning one software, being an expected one software, I think is a little less disregarded to me. I would suggest you to at least have multiple correlated softwares. You cannot be master at all of it, but just knowing the understanding of how the interdependency or interoperability, the term that we actually use, is exchange of the same information amongst other softwares. So you having an understanding of that is what makes you the differentiator. So if you know that, then I'm sure you will be very much valued, appreciated, and again, like I said, you will be paid very well for having that knowledge.
Great. I'm sure that will be a great insight for our students and professionals who's watching this right now.
And that wraps up another insightful session with architect Anusha Reddy. We hope you enjoyed diving into the world of building information modeling and the array of softwares that falls under its umbrella. A massive thank you to Anusha for sharing her knowledge with us. If you found this podcast informative, share your thoughts in the comment section below. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Novatr's channel, and hit that bell icon to stay tuned for more engaging content like this. Are there specific topics you would like to see on our podcast? Please let us know. We'd like to hear from you. Remember, the journey of mastering BIM is ongoing, and Novatr is here to help you every step of the way. Keep learning, keep innovating, and keep designing the future. This is Novatr. See you in the next one, tribe. Till then, let's dare to disrupt.